A crease formed between Sawyer's eyebrows. You're worse than any bachelor I've ever known. I know. Pathetic, huh? I don't like cooking for one. How about cooking for two? Cody nodded. I used to be a fairly decent cook. My ex was a chef. She did most of the cooking. Sawyer lifted one eyebrow. She? Ex? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought everyone knew I'm a lesbian. I don't hide it, but I also don't flaunt my personal life. Well, didn't flaunt it. Past tense. I don't have a personal life right now. I did know and wondered how you managed to avoid the more emboldened staff spewing their special brand of hate. I guess that's another thing you've forgotten that President Trison changed. We've taken a huge step back regarding civil rights. It's no longer acceptable to be out and proud. Somehow the bastard got the Supreme Court decision overturned. No more legal gay marriage. Employers have free rein to fire gay men, lesbians, bisexuals, and transgender people. States and cities aren't allowed to pass their own anti-discrimination laws because it's not in the best interest of, Sawyer made air quotes, strong family values. She sighed. We've slid all the way down that slippery slope, at least 50 years of progress, up in a puff of smoke, with more egregious policies just around the corner. I think I want to go back to sleep and wake up from this nightmare. I don't understand how something this inconceivable happened. It just doesn't seem possible. Honestly, I think part of the reason I was on Hilda's radar is because she suspected my sexuality. I never broadcasted or anything, but I think she could tell. I refused to play the game and start dating some guy just to throw people off my trail. Not dating is all it takes to accuse someone. So far, they haven't decided to execute homosexuals, but I suspect it's only a matter of time. The radical conservatives are licking their lips in anticipation. What does the rest of the world think about our new direction? They think we're nuts, but so far no one is willing to blatantly oppose his policies. However, there are rumblings that Canada and some of the more enlightened European nations are preparing to take military action against the U.S. Of course, we only get news reports that Trison's tightly controlled media has carefully censored. Sawyer turned off the burner, heating the sauce, and then picked up the large pot with the noodles. After pouring the scalding water into the sink where the strainer sat, she continued. The rumors have only served to embolden Trison, and he's made some very outrageous threats to the opposition, should it surface. Cody rummaged around the drawers until she found the plastic pasta straining spoon. She handed it to Sawyer, who stood over the sink as the steam from the newly strained noodles rose from it. Maybe we should all move to Canada. Problem solved. A solution you and thousands of others came to before Canada cracked down. They have their own version of an immigration problem now. Personally, I'd rather stay and fight the good fight. Sawyer dipped the spoon into the steaming noodles and scooped up a large serving that she deposited on the plate handed to her. Are you, bury every noodle under a heaping mound of sauce kind of person, or a small glob in the center type? Cody laughed. I don't think I've ever heard either one of those expressions. You must be some kind of pasta connoisseur. I'll offer a third alternative that is somewhere in the middle. I'm a leave a small, untouched by sauce ring around the outside kind of gal. I'm going to forage in the pantry to see if I can find that awful grated cheese in the green container. Regardless of the brand, it always has green on the packaging. I wonder why. Did all the Parmesan manufacturers get together at some conference and say, yeah, let's go with green. That's a nice color. Sawyer held her stomach as she bent over laughing uncontrollably. Thankfully, she'd managed to set the plate full of spaghetti on the table first. I never noticed that. But God, I think you're right. It's a cheese conspiracy. We'll have to get the network to attack that right after we manage to overthrow the government. Aha, I found it. Cody stood in front of the open pantry and held the shaker up triumphantly. I suppose conspiracy cheese is better than no cheese at all. Besides, I kind of grew up with this stuff. Your plate is already on the table. I'll be right there, so don't use up all of the cheese. Sawyer dished up her plate and set it on the table at the same time Cody placed the generic grated cheese in the middle. Do we dare chance sharing a bottle of wine, or do you think we need full faculties in case someone manages to find us out here? I say we live on the edge and have some wine. Cody pointed to the small wine rack on the counter. Do you mind doing the honors? She lifted her arm. I think I might be at a disadvantage, and I'd hate to get a cork in the bottle. Oh, damn, that's right. Maybe you shouldn't have any because we still don't know the extent of your head injury. Sawyer frowned. Oh, no. If you get wine, I get wine. I'll take my chances. She pointed to the wine rack. Get busy. I think I saw a nice Sauvignons on the rack. I don't know whether to cheer or cringe at what you choose to focus on in the midst of breaking every law and running from the peacekeepers. The magic motorcycle bags have nearly every possible item we'll need. The cabin is generously stocked and you don't remember a thing, but you took note of what kind of wines are on the rack. Sawyer raised her eyebrow. Cody shrugged. What can I say? Wine is important. You do like wine, don't you? Well, yeah, but it isn't necessarily the first thing I would have concentrated on as a fugitive. Sawyer pulled out a bottle and then pushed it back, repeating her search method until she pulled out the Sangiovese.